would say good morning, but it's not morning anymore. I wanted to go running this morning and then I got real lazy. Um, it's Saturday. My husband and I normally go out for breakfast on Saturday and I missed my window, but it's fine. It's like 1 p.m. almost at this point. It's August, so it's like 80 and humid, so it's probably going to be gross. But this is kind of the start of my last proper training block, I guess, running block before our trip. And it's the last day of August, which is super exciting. I don't think I mentioned it last time, but what kind of kickstarted me running again was we are, like I mentioned, going to Japan, and I was thinking about all of the walking we're going to have to do. So beginning of August, I decided I wanted to start running again because I figured if I could run 30 minutes in high heat, high humidity here in the States, then chilling and walking in Japan, I shouldn't have a problem. I don't know why those two things equated. So I picked up the Derby Runner Prime Runner. I don't remember program, but it's 31 days and it alternates 30 minutes of running and then either a body weight workout or an ab workout. I decided that I was going to alternate my runs, so I'm in that flip-flop. I'm also flip-flopping intervals and straight runs, but I decided that since the last day, even though based on that I should be doing intervals, I will be running again today. And then from here on out, it's flip-flopping those every other day and yoga while I get ready for Japan. So that's pretty much it. This is going to be my last straight run for like 4 or 5 days, but I'm feeling pretty good about it, even though it's later than I wanted and it's humid. So here's just hoping that I can stick to a slower pace. I've tried to hydrate more than I did when I did it last time. So yeah, we're just gonna get ready and we're gonna go out for a run, I think. For the record, it was very overcast today. So even though it was like 75, 80, and I thought it was gonna be humid and gross, it was actually very refreshing, which was a bonus. So hopefully that luck holds up the rest of the week. Low key, I could probably do one more like hot and humid run just because, you know, Japan is always like Tokyo, especially. I've never been outside of Tokyo last time I went, but anyway, it's hotter and more humid than New England is, especially in like the September-ish time. So I don't know, one more couldn't hurt, but today was a lot better than I expected. So good morning. It is Sunday, September 1st, and now is the official push to my trip to Japan. So today's just going to be some yoga, and then I'll be flip-flopping between that and running for the next week and a half, and then it's the trip. So I don't really know yet if I'm going to do a little flow on my own, or if I'm going to use something on YouTube or the Nike training app, but I will be flip-flopping back and forth between that, doing some chores today, and just having a nice quiet Sunday. I keep forgetting tomorrow is Labor Day, so I keep thinking I have to do all of my chores today. So who knows, maybe I just do some yoga and then girl rot. I don't know. Well, it'll be an adventure regardless. Okay, so I just finished a little yoga. I did use the Nike training app, which I'm sure there's other resources out there. I love a good free resource though, so that one so far has been pretty good for me, but I digress. I did a little Nike training yoga workout, worked on some of my hip flexibility because that's been a problem for me for forever. But I kind of have the rest of the day free. My husband's out with some friends. And I was looking back at actually my training progress, my running progress from the last month. And I did like 35, 36, 37, I think it was like 36 and change maybe miles in the month of August. And I was like, oh, that's not so bad. That's actually pretty good. I wonder what my like busiest month was. And I went back and I was looking at everything on my Nike Run app, which is pretty much since I started considering myself a runner back in like 2017. And I started running outside. All of my runs are logged there. And August 2024 was my month with the most mileage. I don't know how that happened. I mean, I ran every other day, which is honestly probably how that happened. But yeah, even the months when I was training for my half marathon, the closest to this month was April 2019. That was when I ran my half marathon, and I was a couple miles short. It was like 32 or 33 total for that month. So frankly, wild. I get to take myself out on for some little treats. I need to pick something up from the library that doesn't work, and I need to get some pages printed. So I will be heading over there. And then I think to celebrate this past month, and also because I just always am looking for excuses for little treats, I might go grab a fun little coffee from a place nearby and maybe go on a little walk. But apparently August was my best run month so far, just in terms of distance. And apparently, I mean, that's all I got, but wild. That's wild to me. So yeah, I guess I'm doing it right this time. So I did not end up going to the library. It was closed. I don't know why I thought it would have been open on a Sunday. I think maybe I just kind of anticipated it having shorter hours, but because it's a holiday weekend, on top of the fact that I think they're just closed normally on Sundays, they're closed like even more. So they're also clearly not open tomorrow because it's Labor Day. And then they weren't open the last couple days really. So, I have to figure out what I'm doing. It's not like a huge deal. One of my like super nerdy things that I like to do in my free time is play Dungeons and Dragons. And I play at a game shop a couple towns over, and we're starting a new game on Wednesday. And I need to come with my character and all of my stuff preset. I'm not running the game, I'm just playing in it. And I need the sheets to fill out. We have to decide now if I'm just going to plan everything and then figure out printing later in the week and hope that I can get something squared away, or if I'm going to hand write a page. That might be another fun thing to just fill my day with, but I'm gonna grab a coffee and go for a walk and then make my decision. So that should be fun. Okay, maybe it won't fall this time. No, don't do that. Maybe that. I'm very far down. Hello. So it was packed in there. There's so many dogs. I got a peanut butter pie latte with almond milk, and oh my god, that's so good. Got it all over me. Okay. That was a great choice. They're doing their fall flavors. They're doing their fall flavors. So I also got it's a pumpkin chai scone. It's a gorgeous color. It's like this lovely orange. Hold on. That's too big of a piece. Stop it. I just want a little bite. It's got pumpkin. It's got chai. It's got everything I need for a little walk. So I've acquired the goods. It's time for me to head on out and get some steps in. Okay, so I've run here before, and how the hell did I miss this cute little heart-shaped sitting area? Hold on, what does it say? It has a ruler. Why is there a ruler? What's this for? It's weird that it's in a heart, guys. I do love stuff like this, a little monarch way station. I was, weirdly enough, a bug and science child growing up. Not so much as an adult, but seeing a little monarch way station, that just makes my heart happy. I don't know if you guys can see it, but that's a little bunny. I don't want to scare him. Oh, he's so small. Oh, he spotted me. Oh, he spotted me. Hi, little guy. You're the first bunny I've seen in weeks. Hello. No, don't leave me. No! Okay, so I think that was a very successful walk. Yesterday's run went really well, to the point where, like last night, I was telling my husband I kind of wanted to go for another, like, 1 miler or something, but I'm trying to, in this first couple phases, not overdo it, because I'm already trying to work through what's causing my shin splints, and then therefore affecting some of my joints. Man, I sound old. But I'm already trying to work through that, and I don't want to overdo it. So, you know, today I had programmed some yoga, and I finished that, and immediately after was like, I need to get outside. I need to go for a run. So instead of going for a full run, I came here. I ran here last Sunday, and last Sunday I wanted to do essentially what I did today in reverse. I wanted to run the trails, which totaled around 2.5 miles, I think, if you hit all of them, and then go get some coffee at Birdhouse. Super cute. But what I completely forgot, or just didn't even know to begin with, is that Birdhouse does cars and coffee on Sundays. I think maybe just in the summer. I don't know if it's year round, but for the first like 3 or 4 hours that they're open, they've got a lot of older and antique cars that take up the whole parking lot. So last week I finished my run, was drenched, and I went driving by, and the parking lot is packed. So if you are a coffee and car person, highly recommend if you're in the area. If you're not though, Birdhouse has their car event stop at like 11. So, you know, it's nice for a little afternoon coffee, a little lunch. So I just really needed to get out, and if I couldn't go for a run, go for a walk, which it was nice to go slower. I didn't take my music this time. I used my music last week. So it was nice to just chill. Lots of birds, lots of butterflies, that one bunny, but it was a nice time. I still haven't figured out what I'm doing about my Dungeons and Dragons dilemma. I think at this point, I'm probably just going to plan out the two. I'm torn between 2 characters. So I think I'm just going to plan out both, and then either see if there's like a gap in the party, or just flip a coin. Who knows? I mean, it's D&D. If you don't know anything about D&D, fun fact, your characters can die and then no longer exist. So I always like to have a backup anyway. But yeah, actually first I'm gonna go to Aldi, grab some stuff, and then I'm gonna take care of that. Okay, so today is Monday, it is Labor Day, it is interval day. My husband, who used to do cross country, took a look at my stride and my footfall the other day, and he thinks I'm hitting the ground too much with the toe of my foot and not enough with the heel. So I'm going to use my intervals today to experiment a little bit and see if I can figure out what is messing up my shins and my joints. So here's hoping that I can get a little something done in the next half hour, and maybe do a little workshop and fix my own stuff. So yeah. Okay, I meant to check in during that run, but I was pushing myself so hard during my intervals that when I had my walking break, I just had to breathe. So running predominantly with my toes, which kind of explains why I was having so many calf problems. Don't mind the trash. I'm feeling pretty good, or all the sweat. I'm very sweaty. Gorgeous day out, but direct sun. So, but anyway, that went really well. I was checking my times, and the fastest I went on a run interval was at the end of an uphill, and it was like a 7:13 pace that I held for like 10 seconds. So considering the fact that previously my interval speed was like a 9:30, that's pretty damn good. So I'm wondering if like my easy run pace, the more I work on my run form, how much better that's gonna get. So yeah, that was pretty successful. Tomorrow is another yoga day, and then I will probably be getting back to you guys with a run update on Wednesday. That's going to be a 30-minute run, and I have to squeeze that in after work. I have 2 hours to squeeze in a run, dinner, and like drive 30 minutes, so I should be able to do it. I've done it before, so here's hoping. So the way that I ran previously, I wasn't heel striking, I wasn't running on my tippy toes, I was using that recommended like midfoot, like ball of my foot section as a springboard. I think I was trying to do a 180 beats per minute kind of cadence. At least that's what I remember doing. And then yesterday, doing that heel roll maneuver definitely felt better. And ironically, I'm reading Born to Run right now, and I literally today read the part about like how your foot's supposed to hit, and how the sneakers that they make nowadays, because there's more padding and your heel hits and then you roll. So, and I was thinking about my sneakers, which are very cushy and they're very comfy, but they are just that cushy and comfy, and there's definitely extra in my heel. So today, instead of doing yoga like I was supposed to do, I'm not gonna walk. I might try and do some drills later, some stretching, see if I can work out what's going on. And today I'm feeling it really in my hip. I don't know why. But it's weird because it's not the hip that normally hurts. So I'm gonna work on that, and then see if tomorrow when I go for a run, see if I can get back to what my cadence and my like form and technique used to be. So yeah, just have a nice quiet day. Don't mind the sun. Okay, so I did work on my cadence very specifically. I did more running than I meant to. I did like 0.6 miles. Kept my strides super short, and I did my best to stick at the around 180 like beats per minute essentially. I was doing really good for the first half mile, 5.5 or 0.55, something like that. And then all of a sudden I was on a downhill, and I became acutely aware of how my feet were moving in my shoes, because of the padding and like trying to adjust to catch me on the downhill. So I'm gonna keep playing with this, but my calves hurt, but I'm feeling optimistic. Okay, it's early for me, so it's before 6. Time for me to run 30 minutes. I'm doing it without music today, and I'm gonna work on like my cadence again, and see if I can figure out the downhill. But we're trying to get better. All right, I'm 10 minutes in. I'm doing okay with my cadence, but I can feel it in the arch of my feet, which makes me feel like that's part of the problem. Maybe is my foot strength. Maybe. Okay, 20 minutes in. It's going so. At some moments my cadence is almost perfect, and then I took a couple breaks, but I haven't stopped running. Okay, so I did 30. It was better than I thought it was going to be. I hit that hill that I did yesterday, and it didn't hurt as bad. I'm struggling with maintaining a 180 cadence, but I feel like that's to be expected. Jury's still out on whether or not today was a success. I felt it in both my knees and my shin/calf area, so I'm It's probably a mix of overuse and my body getting used to the new mechanics. So Japan is probably going to be a really good opportunity for me to take a break. But I did that without food again. I'm terrible at that. So I'm gonna make some coffee, probably some toast and some other stuff. I don't think I have any bagels. I got to shower and then I got to get to work. So let's go. Wow, okay, my tea steeper works as a great phone stand. I don't do breakfast at home a lot anymore. I usually go to like a coffee shop or something. So it's been a minute. I'm doing iced coffee. I'm doing iced coffee and then 2 slices of toast. I'm a very simple woman, so my iced coffee is extra strength drip over ice. You just double the coffee and half the water, or at least double the coffee. So for like 2 cups, I put in 2 scoops instead of 1. That kind of a thing. Almond milk. And chocolate syrup because I have no self-control. Honestly, I don't know how many of these I'm going to be able to make at home because I don't want to get a new thing of almond milk, open it, and then leave it for 2 weeks. I usually put the chocolate syrup in first. It's been so long, I forgot how to make a coffee, guys. Anyway, I don't know if you can hear it. My toast is cooking in the background. Okay, that's good enough. I also didn't have anything else for breakfast besides toast. I might pick up a pack of bagels. I think I have just enough time to get through a pack of bagels before. That's good. You know, you just need a little bit of something. Anything really. I gotta figure out phone angles. Toast isn't as toasted as I wanted it to toast, but whatever. Okay, and then my personal favorite, I'm gonna do a thin layer of peanut butter. I have basic Aldi brand. And then this is super good. It's like a good Nutella alternative. Actually, if any of you guys are vegan or dairy, I think it's, yeah, dairy intolerant. So normal Nutella has, I believe, milk in it. And this Jif chocolate peanut butter, it doesn't have milk in it. It's not necessarily something, hold on. It doesn't taste exactly like Nutella. So if you're looking for a vegan or dairy-free Nutella, that's too much peanut butter. Hold on. If you're looking specifically for a vegan or dairy-free Nutella, I would not recommend it because it's not Nutella or hazelnut based, it's still peanut based. But if you're just looking for an easy to find chocolate spread, this one's pretty good. That's all I got. Can you tell that I'm a chocoholic, by the way, because I put chocolate in my coffee and I'm putting chocolate on my toast. It's also just one of those mornings, I don't know. One of the things I'm trying to work on getting back into running is not trying to PR and PB everything, not always trying to make, not always trying to make changes and growth in terms of like going faster, going further. Like today, the thing was, you just have to run at a different cadence and see if that and your natural footfall help at all. That was it. That was my job. And I failed successfully. I don't know, I think that looks pretty. I failed successfully at it, right? I according to my app at least, wasn't hitting 180. I was using like a Mississippi trick since I don't have a metronome. You know, if you go 1 Mississippi, 2, the 1 Mississippi, if you say it at the right cadence, at the right speed, it's a 180 cadence, which I'm sure other people have tricks, but that's my biggest trick. At least today it was. So, I don't know, I did okay with that, you know? My phone said that the fastest my cadence was, don't mind my ice machine. So my phone said that the fastest my cadence was like 175, which isn't terrible considering the fact that I haven't done it before. And in the last 2 minutes, I kind of put my foot on the gas and I tried to maintain that. So in those last 2 minutes, I'd say the first minute, I did okay with maintaining some of my cadence. I think I dropped a little bit and going a little faster. And then in the second half, in that last minute, I kind of lost my cadence and I just cruised. It's a mixed bag. So after my last long run, when I got that recommendation from my husband to hit with my heel, and I did it and it felt good, I was like, oh, maybe this might work. And then I started thinking about it more, and really, I checked out my feet this morning, and my arches, I don't remember what my arches were like when I were little, but I took a shower and I put my foot on the mat, and I noticed that my arches are starting to not be present in my footprint. It's like a normal footprint, and then where the arch is normally non-existent, there was some like watermarking. So, I don't know, I feel like I got the right recommendations for the shoes that I have based on my husband's experience, and it did help a little bit. So it wasn't necessarily bad advice, but I'm right now at a point where I don't know if it was the best advice for me. So I'm going to keep playing with my cadence. Tomorrow is supposed to be a yoga day. I get to work from home though. So maybe I will do that, or maybe I will just spend the day doing some drills to strengthen the arch of my foot, probably my hip flexors. My hips and back have felt unbalanced for, at this point, months now. They've gotten a lot better and I can manage, I can live my daily life. There was a period of time when I couldn't. But at this point, I'm like, is that me not taking care of my back? Is that me doing poor things? Is that the first thing that I noticed that was an issue because I was losing the arches of my feet? I don't know. So tomorrow will be a fun day, and then Fridays are another set of intervals. So, oh my God. Sorry, I just realized that a week from today I'll be getting ready for work, but a week from tomorrow, I'll be getting up at like 2 in the morning to drive to Newark. So excited. I'm convinced you don't like me, but we're gonna be friends. I'm out on a walk today. It's supposed to be like a yoga mobility day, but it's too nice. It's too nice. Partly cloudy, it's 77. You know, it's afternoon, so a lot of the humidity's burned off. It's too nice to be inside. I gotta go for a walk. I am wearing my Converse though, because I knew if I wore like my sneakers, I would run. And I'm trying to not overdo it before I have to live out of a backpack for 2 weeks. We're trying to not overdo it too much. So, just out enjoying the sun because it's too nice. Just too nice. Don't mind the terrible lighting. I have put my back to the sun, finally, after many blinding minutes. I'm feeling very called out right now because my Nike Run app decided that in the middle of my walk, my nice calm, together kind of rest day as I'm building up my mileage walk, to ask me if I wanted to run. Yes, I want to run. That's the entire purpose of this. Don't ask me. I always want to run. This might be a problem, but good thing I'm not in good running sneakers. I did try it though. I did try running in the Converse. Not as bad as I thought. Not great, but not as bad as I thought. In theory, if I needed to, I could probably train to run in these, but they're a little too constrictive on the top of my foot. So, in a pinch, I guess. Keep almost dropping this. Good morning. So it's Saturday. Yesterday was intervals, which was super fun. I did pretty good, I think, with keeping my cadence up. I decided very spur of the moment yesterday after work that I was going to go out and get myself some new sneakers. So I did pick up some new kicks, and then I decided last night to spontaneously take them out on a 1 mile trial, and it went really well. I'll do a little review of them later once I am 100% certain that I really like them, but I think it went pretty well. So yesterday I did, my miles totaled more than a 5K, not quite 4 miles, but close. And it felt really good. So that was super fun for me. Today's a very quiet day, little yoga or a walk. Gonna get lunch with the in-laws. Brian and I already went out for breakfast. And yeah, so we're just kind of rounding out the week, the next couple weeks. I am gonna run tomorrow. And then it's just kind of Monday and Tuesday, because Wednesday I am booked solid. I've got work, and then I've got a D&D game that I have to play afterwards. And then it's bed, and then it's to Newark on Thursday. So we're super close. I think I'm only two scheduled runs out from going to Japan. I'm very excited. Okay, so that's gonna be it for this week. I was supposed to do yoga this morning, but we got up, got breakfast, and then I forgot. But we're doing dinner out with my in-laws this evening, so I know myself, I'm not gonna wanna do any yoga when I get back, but I've got 2 more runs, 2 more cross-training yoga days. I did, one day I didn't do yoga, but I worked on the arch of my foot, and I did some calf stretches, so I kind of counted that. So pretty much if I can do my 2 runs and do something those 2 days, I'll be happy. And then it'll be Japan. I will be giving you guys a little bit of an update, in case you can't tell. I'm sure you can. I'm very excited to go back. But yeah, I guess when I come back, it's just 1 week to get me up to 30 minutes again, and then I'll be doing my 5K training. My big hope, I think, coming back is that I'm a little bit better with my cross training, with getting some yoga, getting some strength training in finally. That's going to be my first goal, is making sure that that's all balanced. And then I'm going to work on, I think, fueling myself in nutrition. I don't know if what I'm doing is terrible, but I know that I could be doing better to fuel myself so I can run better. So first thing's going to be cross training. Second thing's going to be nutrition. Hopefully those both hit pretty quick. But I hope you guys stick with me. Come and check out Japan, and I will see you guys later. Bye.